So, hi, welcome back to Blueprints. And yeah, we are on day 25. I have a few pointers where to proceed, but I also stand here and go like, oh god. So there are several things to consider. First and foremost, apparently there's something here that needs to be returned or picked up. I cannot interact with anything here at all. I tried. I'm not sure if the premonition thing was referring to the birds, to the books, to the canes. I don't know. There's also the chance that we need to count these busts. Maybe? I hope not, because that would really suck if we had to. I entered the office, so just a short summary. So I entered the office, but I'm missing the actual password to the safe. I tried many different things to get into the safe. None of them worked. So the question is if the tip for the password for the safe is actually in the office. There's also an indication maybe we need to count all the busts in the entire mansion of all rooms to actually get the correct code. I don't know. Maybe it's not just simply handed to us. Yes, we opened the gemstone cavern, which was good, and obtained another letter. So here's the biggest problem here at the moment. The Foundation has an elevator, which we now know, which I certainly know now, how to get it working. For that, I basically need to reach the antechamber. Because when I reach the antechamber, it's gonna give me a key. And this key is needed because I need to go with this key into the underground and open a door that needs a specific key, and that is this key from the antechamber. And I assume if I do that, I reach the room for this elevator here, and I call the elevator from the Foundation down into the underground. And from there on, the elevator is gonna be functional. So I could reach the underground at any given point. I have access to the Foundation. Now, below the underground is the only lever that will open the north side of the antechamber, which gives you access to the 46th room, which by its game description is the goal. I don't believe that, actually, because I saw people like in various situations where I had no idea where they are, and I never saw those circumstances in my game. So the problem is reaching the antechamber, which is actually not as easy as it sounds. First, reach the antechamber. To do so, you actually need to open at least one entrance to the antechamber, which is not guaranteed to allow you to go into there because of the randomness of the game. There was a room that explained where every lever is. I remember two of them. So I know where the north one is, it's below. Then there's the broken lever, which you need to fix if you can. Then you can use it in the greenhouse to open one of the doors. Then there's the secret garden, which opens another door. And then there's an additional lever, which I don't remember which room has that one. I also have rooms that I have not entered yet. I have rooms that I have not entered yet. One of the major ones I want to actually do is the rotunda, but this specific room has a cost of 3 gems, which is very expensive and usually comes up when I don't need it, which kind of sucks. There's also the safe room, and I mean like a giant safe. I think the room is called the Vault, which I also have not entered yet. I've seen the wine cellar in the demo. Actually, I entered the wine cellar as well. The wine cellar always contains 3 gems, which is very nice, but it is also a room that does not offer any other door. There is a possibility that there is any kind of information in that room that I haven't seen yet. We still need an admin password for the Black Bridge Grotto, which I don't know what it is. We opened the light code in the utility closet, which gave us, I think this, the permanent 2 gems each day. I think it was that, or it opened the gemstone cavern, or whatever. This is like, okay, it gave us a permanent upgrade regardless. So one of the things that are very annoying to like reach is basically that you need a boiler room, and then on a nearby linear path to the boiler room you need the pump room, because we need access to this one specific pump in the pump room so I can, well, drain the water. Especially the water from the fountain needs to be completely drained. Yeah. So to reach that setup is really difficult. On top of that, there's also the laundry room, which also needs access, which needs power from the boiler room, because it gives this power to a specific laundry machine, which I have no idea what it does. No clue. Anything else? Well, we need the workshop. And in the workshop, we need a battery, we need a magnifying glass, and let me lie, either the shovel or the sledgehammer to create this weird device that says like it can burn, it can light candles or burn, you know, the electricity thingy that, whatever. I feel like we need this device in the underground to light up specific candles. I could be wrong, I don't know, because I haven't had the device with me when I went to the underground so far. There's the other thing as well that is in relation to the pump station, where I wonder if it is necessary for me to empty the entire reservoir in the underground. Potentially, it gives me like an indication that I can go to the bottom of the reservoir, but I didn't actually see anything where I said like, I need to go there. But I'm curious to check it out regardless. But I don't know if I can do it. There's also this room, which gives me the blessing. And I still wonder if the blessing room actually is going to give you something specific, because it takes all the donations you give it to as an addition, like as an additive counting towards blessings, and then when it reaches a certain amount, it gives you something? Or do you have to dump like an entire volume of coins in there to actually get something? We don't know. Ah, yeah. And we lit the fourth red fire, which gave us an elevator underground, which led to some informations and a specific room which I cannot solve, because this room wants me to point chess figures on a chessboard that is equal to this blueprint plan here, which we cannot solve because we would need to know we would need the original blueprint for the entire mansion that would tell us where each room would go, because only then we can know where which chess figure goes, and only then we can do that. And that is my assumption, that this will open the closed door down there. So this last thing, I think we have to off-put until we know. Because we cannot make random guesses, that would take forever. There's an additional thing that I personally wonder, which I don't know. So there's the shelter in this outer room that you can draft. So the shelter has the timed save, which we have already opened, so it's not to our interest. But the bomb shelter has one additional interesting thing going on, and that is that you can measure the radiation in the house, and if it exceeds a certain amount, it will unlock any locked door in the mansion. So the biggest question I have about that specifically is, will it also unlock all antechamber doors? I don't know. There's also the thing that we can only do this if we have the radiation, and the radiation only works if we do an experiment in the laboratory. So that means you basically play the game. You need to put down as many rooms as possible. You need the laboratory. Then the question is, do you need energy from the boiler room to be able to do experiments? And then the question is the lever thing that I already did the experiment, or is it something else? So yeah, the game is not Sorry about that. Go in there. So the game is not actually gonna help me here. If anything, it only throws more questions at my face. And the worst part now is actually... The worst part is literally like, okay, this is basically my main goal right now. Reach the antechamber, obtain the key so I can activate this elevator. But it comes with its own set of problems because I need to get into the antechamber, which means I also need to unlock those doors first and get access to the actual door. And the other problem is steps, because my only access to the underground is outside of the mansion. So even if I manage to get here and obtain the key, I also need to go completely back and then outside. This is possible, and I think this is why the compass exists as an item, to allow you a fast path forward up here. But the thing is this, that it doesn't matter like if you reach this place fast, because you also need keys, because this upper part here will most likely and very often ask of you for keys. And I guess now I'm also questioning myself and ask, what about that entire bombshell, the thing where it says it unlocks all doors? Does that also mean it will unlock doors that work with a physical key? I wish in this regard the game would be more clear. But yeah. As per usual, I run some music as well, because the game is often quiet and nothing is going on, which is a bit annoying. We will go outside here and see what we can draft here. Now, the trading post is interesting. If you have an item, the trading post also has dynamite, but our character refuses to pick it up, which is ridiculous. This is interesting, but this is also interesting. You know what? I will go with the root cellar. I don't think the root cellar is gonna be nice to me and giving me like a shovel. Of course it isn't. I guess I have to make myself a mental note of never going in here if I don't have the shovel. Mostly because I lose steps. So yeah. It's kind of annoying for me at the moment for this point of the game because I have like several ideas and things that I can do, but most of them are reliant on RNG. Which is a tad annoying. Okay. That's good to know. Hopefully I remember this. Let's take the Nook. There's a key. I could trade this key instantly for that there, but I will keep it for now. This would give me gems. This would also be interesting. Let's put down the parlor first. Okay. A box next to this box contains gems, which would be this. Yes, this music is totally fitting. A box next to this box is true. Both boxes next to this box contain gems. That is clearly a lie. A box next to this box contains gems. A box next to this box is true, so that's a lie. That's a lie. That's the truth. The box next to this box contains gems. It should be here. And I was right. Good. Yes, I know we have a little bit of overlapping music at the moment. It kind of sucks. I'm sorry about that. I guess I will put down the chapel, but I don't feel like to go into it. I also don't really see an item there. Now is the question, will I sacrifice this key for this box? I guess I will. A lot of gems, that is not bad. I would have taken one gem less and an additional key for that. Damn, son. You want this, right? Oh my god. Let's risk it. I mean, we cannot lose anything, so the mail room is going to give us a package tomorrow. Sadly not today, but tomorrow. I think there's nothing else of interest. We did already read this. Yeah, sadly, no additional items. So sad. This is a risk play because this is now our only way forward. There's the code check with the battery. Spare room or pantry? Let's do the pantry. This is also a risk play. Take an orange, a few coins. Wow, the game really intends me to lose. It's really mean of the game. Okay. Yeah, I don't have a key. I'm sorry. Spare room, bedroom, or security. Wow. Huh? How does that even work? Let's put down the spare room instead of security. Is probably not the best decision. But hey. Jesus, gives me like 2 ending rooms. What is this? Drawing room. It's strange that the game is placing it like that. No, it's actually not strange because there's an entire side to the left. Okay, drawing room it is. Again, sadly no additional items. I also don't see any canes or birds. Let's first go here. It's locked, which means I need a key. This could end my run. Okay, it doesn't. I cut down the boiler room. Good. The thing is that you have to look where this wall is, because you enter the middle section from here and you can only direct power into the direction of the doors. So as you can see, if I put it down, it will direct power only in this direction, and in this direction. Very annoying. Redraw. Now security would be more beneficial in this regard. This counts as a mechanical room. That's interesting. Since we have this, the blink, whenever you draft a mechanical room, trigger your current experiment. See, this is very confusing to me because I don't know what this means. Is this related to the laboratory? I don't know. No additional items. Let's do the usual. Always deactivate the security doors. Very important. We are doing staff service, special orders, and we demand the shovel. And log out. Okay. Jesus, the game is not nice to me at all. Not nice. Jeez, the game is really mean to me. Fudge. Okay, no items. That's basically disappointing. And you also will want a key for this, right? Of course you do. I don't know. Sometimes it feels like the game intentionally gets more difficult just to be a little bitch about it. I also don't have a sledgehammer, so therefore I cannot just open this. Um, hmm. The hats are also very irritating because I have a feeling they mean something as well as this. I still don't quite understand why we can look at this, as I don't understand if this is a hint to anything. And that's it. That's the run. The run is over. This is unbelievable. The game was like already asking for keys here, here, and here, which is insane. Like, I couldn't really play any better than this. It just was like, no, fuck you. Jesus. And I had the root cellar down and I was like, hey, maybe I get an early shovel and then I can actually benefit from this. But no. Like, no. There's our package, by the way. I just saw it. Nice. So, our money. Let's see what is in this package. A sleeping mask, 2 gems and 2 keys. Well, that is not bad. Not bad. I mean, getting 5 steps every time we enter a bedroom is really nice. 2 keys is also very useful. This is a good start. 2 keys, 4 gems, 6 coins. I wonder, since the game is giving you like constant permanent upgrades, like more coins and now 2 gems, I hope it also gives us a permanent 2 keys for the beginning of the day. Yes, and now we have the problem. Am I going to put down the shelter? Or the tool shed? Guess it's gonna be the shelter. Oh well. The thing is, I'm not really angry at the game. This is part of the RNG factor of the game. I get it. But I also understand that I want, you know, not like bad days. I want like at least one single small progress, if possible. Uh, let's not open this for now. You give me the office. Tempting, but the office is actually far more interesting if you have many rooms down, especially when you have the conference room down. I'll take the nook because of the key. Gems I'm good with at the moment. kitchen. The storeroom is also very tempting here. Let's do the storeroom. Isn't it great when you feel like kinda a little bit cold and then you put on something and then down the line of like 5-10 minutes you go like, ah, this is too warm. Amazing. I saw that Bob was here half an hour ago. Just out of security reasons, let's just do this for a second. So there we go. Okay. So yes, we are going to see what we can place down here. Great. The boiler room. Where's... Okay. That is not the best thing. But I also could put down this. Yeah, sure. And... oh god, can't even peek inside. Well, it's there. And there's a chest. Keep that in mind. Okay. Bedroom, closet, or spare room? Well, I guess we are going to do the spare room because usually I want to put down as many rooms as possible. We get 5 steps because of the sleep mask. And we get 2 dice, which is nice. And that rhymes. And... El biblioteca or the pantry? El biblioteca. Where I get another chest. And I can order a new book. So we read this, we read this, we read this, and this. Now we have these 2 things left. I guess I will go and get the swim bird. Okay, now I have 2 chests. It would be cool to get a sledgehammer. Bookshop. That is a complete new room. Well, I have no choice. I need to put down the bookshop. Hello there. Okay. The bookshop has a black bishop. I need to write that down. Nope. Bookshop. Black bishop. Whoops. That's a lot of books. I try to click on everything. You're wondering why the window might move back and forth. We can buy books. That's interesting. So they sell the History of Orindia first edition. In other words, it's basically the same book that we read, but this one should be uncensored. A new clue. Wow. Like in your face. The Curse of the Black Bridge. Realm and Rune. Drafting Strategy Volume 4 and 5. Huh. Those are some expensive books. I guess this is why they want you to utilize the tomb. A lot of rooms that end forward ways, and also use the office and the meeting room, so you can actually obtain this amount of coins. Otherwise, I don't see a way to actually obtain something like 50 coins. I mean, we have seen the showroom, which even has something for 80 coins, which is insane. Okay, but I could potentially buy the drafting strategies. But at the moment, I don't really want that. But what I'm going to do is making a screenshot of this, so I don't have to remember the prices of it. That's the biggest problem in this game, that sometimes they just put things in there that you can click. Plan and plane, that's an E in bookshop. Yes, I'm going to write that down. I have a feeling that this has a significance somewhere. I probably should take another screenshot in this angle. Is it related to the back room? Maybe? Would be strange to some degree, but wouldn't be surprised. Anyway. Yes, I see the news article there. Just clicking around. But it's probably to no avail. Okay, let's see this. Reddington Herald, a new clue sold out in hours. It should come, it should come as no surprise that the latest book from the local author Marion Marigold is breaking literary records and making headlines even in absentia. The release of her new book, A New Clue, comes only 14 months after the distressful report of the author's mysterious and unexplained disappearance. And this is not a point where you kind of freak out. The current publisher has issued a statement debunking the conspiracy theories surrounding the book's recent announcement, stating the writing of the book was completed and well into the editing stages many months before the disappearance. In addition, the publisher has revealed that all of the proceeds from the first edition sales of A New Clue will be going to Lasting Hope, a non-profit organization that aims to provide resources and intel in the investigations of missing persons. Still, the timing and the conveniently mysterious title of Marigold's third book has left many cynics denouncing the book and her disappearance as a cheap publicity stunt. Detective Bon Margle, who many theorize may have been the inspiration for A New Clue, was quoting only saying that the book was unintentionally accurate. Regardless of their opinions, fans, pundits, and cynics alike were standing together elbow to elbow in bookshop queues this morning, eager to get their hands on what may very likely be the last words ever published by the missing author. Yes, that's always. I also like how this is here. Like, you have fans, and then you have these people that are like trying to hate on you, and yet all of them still want stuff from you. Very accurate. Okay. It's interesting we cannot actually enter here. Oh well. This will give me a gem. Do I want that? You know what? Let's redraw a floor plan. Pantry, the bedroom, or the passageway. Let's get the pantry. 4 more coins, a banana. It kind of sucks because on one side I want to obtain the shovel or the sledgehammer before I actually buy any of these books. Corridor, closet, or the drawing room. I probably should put down the drawing room. Nothing, no additional items. You know, when I played the demo, sometimes you get an item on this dish. It never happened in the release so far for me, which is really disappointing. Parlor, bedroom, or the laboratory. God damn it. Laboratory it is. Mostly because I'm interested. So it said my experiment. So this is mostly irritating because it's mostly irritating because this is the only thing I can actually interact with. We know which levers we need to pull here when we have power. Let's see. Experiment setup. In the laboratory, you are free to experiment by testing and combining different mechanics to create an original and unique house feature that will last until the end of the day. Right, I remember this. I actually remember this, but I didn't do it. I need to select two of these, and I think it's like a positive and negative. Whenever you draft an archived floor plan, gain 1 star. When you draft a red room, lose 5 steps, and then whenever you draft a shop room, spread dirt to the driveway, gain 3 gold for each red room in your house. Gain 1 star. I will do this. Whenever you draft a shop room, gain 1 star. Combine. Do you want to create and activate this experimental house feature? After approval, this experimental feature will remain active for the rest of the day. Start. Hi, Bob. Exit. Okay. Cut off that. Exit. Start again. Audio sources. There we go. But here's the thing. Good. Because we have the bomb shelter outside. Good. Very good, actually. Let's see if there was still like any items lying around. I think not. Kind of sad, but it's okay. Well, I guess I have to take this risk play. But I'm not going to enter the dark room. Instead, we actually go outside now and to the bomb shelter and run the readings, because the readings should now be too high, which would mean that every door unlocks, but every door unlocks that is already existing in the mansion. I know this is probably a dumb idea, but I just want to test it and see if it might be shown even to me. But it's okay. I think we can remeasure this over and over again. I know I'm losing like a good amount of steps for this. But we do not proceed in this game if we do not experiment. Radiation monitor, take measurements. Interesting, so it didn't measure enough. Strange. Maybe you also need to have the boiler room. There's a chance for that. So this experiment is running. Okay, I see. Well, that kind of sucks. I really expected that if I run any kind of experiment, I would automatically get what I want. Apparently not. Oh well. Lesson learned. Like I said, there is a possibility that we need also the boiler room there down to increase the radiation. Okay. Let's try to see if we can proceed, but not going into the chapel. Sadly, we have to draft in the dark, I think. Oh, it didn't turn off? Why? Oh, because of the shelter, which negates red rooms. Right, 1, 2. Okay. My bad. Anything? That's disappointing. Oh, the lever. Okay. We have the broken lever. That's not bad. But this is also our only way forward, which is scary. Parlor. Or bedroom. Or boudoir. A dumb idea is a dumb idea. It's a dumb idea. Let's do it. The gems are in a box with a true statement. Great. 2 of these statements are true. The statement on the blue box is true. The statement on the blue box is true. 2 of these statements are true, which means this one and this one makes this one a lie. The gems are in the box with a true statement. So they should be in here. Yes. Already a key? I need to put down the east wing hall because I need the access in both directions. Let's see what we can put down here. Well, it would be a shame not to put down for, not to pick up 4 items. 1, 2, car keys. Oh no, a safe deposit box key. That is the mail room. And where's my last item? Where is my last item? Hello? Last item? Hello? Hello? Last item? Oh, salt shaker. I thought this was a perfume thing. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's a vault key. I see. Game is not nice at the moment. Oh, the game is very, very not nice to me. This is one of the rooms that open the antechamber. I cannot put it down because otherwise it would mean the end the run, which is not going to be a good idea. Sadly, no items. Horrible. Okay, I was never in the drafting studio before, so we're going to put that down. Select a new floor plan to permanently add to your estate draft pool. That's good. I'll take that. So let's see what this room is going to give me. November, day 1. That's the interesting part. The apples. 3, 4, 4, 2. And many apples. This is not this room? Is that the mail room? No, this is... No, I know which room this is. This is not a kind of secret or anything. We already have that room and it's safe. The Great Hall partitioning plan for Wednesday, December 2nd. Yeah, this stupid thing. Interesting. If this is still true, then it means that this entrance is always also leading to the door without the need for this. Which also makes sense because I opened this door once and was greeted with a wall. I will take a picture of that. That is this room, actually. Yep. Oh god, you're going to make me read a lot. A lot, actually. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. It should come as no surprise that the first color that comes to mind when speaking about blueprints is blue. And while it's true that most architectural plans and designs are found on blue paper, it is not the only color on which floor plans are drafted. In fact, originally they were overrated. Not blue at all. Hundreds of years ago, the chemicals used to create floor plans caused coated paper to turn black when exposed to light. This raven hue, perhaps more fitting to the reign of Oris, was decidedly more difficult to affix and architects' revision edits to, and so blue was proposed as an ideal replacement, as it had no political ties to any other realms. By the fourth era, all floor plans were being printed on blue paper. Over the years, the fear of political conno- conno- connotation deferred to innovation, and the use of color prints eventually became popular with the engineers and architects who used hues as a way to differentiate various types of buildings and rooms. Violet prints, for example, are only used when creating plans for a bedroom, while an orange floor plan will immediately inform a contractor that the print contains designs for a hallway. In this issue of drafting strategy, we will explore the different features of each type of the floor plan and look at the underlying connection that tie each room to its color. The bedroom is often referred to as the heart of the home, where you sleep and have sex. And with good reason. It is the place where people can rest during a long day, where they can kick up their feet for a bit and recharge their batteries. Architects always use violet bordered floor plans for bedrooms, and the comforting purple hues encountered while drafting will usually let a weary traveler know they have found a room in which they can rest up. Architects may wish to utilize bedroom strategies. Bedroom strategies. If they are the type who love to explore and backtrack frequently, having an access to of steps usually affords bedroom enthusiasts mobility to be more carefree with their plans for the day. Green rooms are a wonderful way to bring the outdoors inside and provide a breath of fresh air for the home. The abundance of plant life, rich soil, and natural resources in these spaces make them extremely appealing for architects who enjoy gardening and open spaces. These floor plans are extremely synergistic, and strategies centered around green will often involve drafting as many of this color as possible. The green rooms you are able to draft in your house, the more powerful their effect will become. Additionally, these spaces are more likely than other types of rooms to contain piles of dirt for digging. Correct. Orange Passage. Yeah, the foyer. We have never seen this room before. And it is actually a very important room. In the bedroom is the heart of the home, then hallways are the arteries serving as diverging paths that branch out to connect different parts of the house and lead visitors to their intended destination. While these orange corridors are often overlooked as one travels through them, they are a vital component of any house. The numerous doors found in each hall provide the means to add more rooms to your house, and the more hallways you have, the less likely are to draft yourself into a dead end. Hallway strategies are ideal for the architect who prefers more rooms and flexible options for expansion over pure resource. Foyer lockpick kit hall pass. Yeah, I can see that. Golden trim. Shops are an essential part of any large estate, providing a convenient place for the staff and residents to purchase items without having to leave the property. Including at least one of these four floor plans in your house will provide you with an outlet for any coins that are found during the day. Yes, usually when I walk through my mansion, I also find like random coins lying around. Like, normal, right? Including at least one of those floor plans in your house will provide you with an outlet of any coins that found during the day, which I already read. Strategies that involve generating lots of gold will usually want to draft multiple shop rooms to expand the range of shopping opportunities. These floor plans are bordered with the shades of gold, enhancing the sense of luxury and refinement in the shopping experience. Whether it's a quick snack or high end fashioned item, having a well placed shop within the estate can greatly enhance the quality of life for the entire household. Coin purse coupon book vault. Red Room's negative space. Red Rooms are a daring addition to any home, providing a small element of danger that can excite and thrill both residents and visitors. While these rooms come with a certain level of risk, they also offer potential for substantial returns. I disagree. I mean, there's the furnace, the one room that produces a single key. That is like not a substantial return for its effect, as they provide as many doors as they do opportunities. Architects who are willing to take the plunge and draft a red room are often rewarded with a unique and striking space that leaves a lasting impression on those who enter. Just like in life, taking risks can be intimidating, but those who dare to venture outside their comfort zone can reap the greatest rewards. Shelter. Tomato soup? Skilled players. Uh, okay, I guess tomato soup helps. Blue ball, yes. Prismatic rooms. You may, on rare occasions, notice some floor plans that have more than one color in their design. These rooms are unique in that they simultaneously share all the characteristics of each type of the room associated with those colors. For example, a floor plan with a violet and golden border would be best described as a bedroom shop, while an orange and green one might contain a corridor of greenery and plants. The aquarium is a very useful multicolored floor plan, and as it supports all of the color-based strategies listed in this volume. For example, it can give you bonus steps for having a nursery, as well being unlocked for having a foyer. Not very fond of tomatoes, but tomatoes. Word from the editor. As we reach the end of this volume of drafting strategy, we hope you have found valuable insights and colorful inspiration for your next architectural project. From the purpose of our dreams to the reds of our fears, we believe that no ambition for an architect is too brave and no design is too colorful. To achieve your goals, we must delve deep into the spectrum, drawing upon all colors and ideas of daring merit. At the end of the day, color is just another tool. Some wield it to express their own creativity, some hoist it up as a display of their own power, some use it to calculate great sums, but all of us want to find a color we can call our own. Well, kind of true. How are you doing, coffee? Coal? No, cart and chart. Chart, cart. It's an H in drafting studio. Drafting studio. Drafting studio. Studio. Normal. That's good. Anything of interest here? No? In the drafting studio, you will be able to choose a brand new floor plan to permanently add to your draft pool. Permanent changes do not reset each day. Jeez. Dormitory. Each time you enter the dormitory after drafting a room, you gain 10 steps. Games of chance in the casino. Dove code. Whenever you draw dove code while drafting, you may rotate floor plans. So when you get a draft of 3 rooms and one of them is the dove code, then you can literally rotate floor plans for free. I see. This also means if this is the only 3 choices we have, then it basically means that I need to draft this specific room here 2 more times. I'll take the dove code. Okay, cool. Thank you. Well, this would be a nice room to put down, but oh, this would go up. And yes, it's the shop which I'm kind of looking for, but I could put down the gym because its effect would actually not be active. Sure, let's do this. Okay, so we cannot proceed in this direction. Interesting. Well, there's no choice. It's gonna be the boudoir. additional items, but I will get a gem. That is not helpful. That is not helpful. That is helpful. Conference room. Sadly, no additional items except there's my security card. Okay, I'll take that. That is very useful. Then the closet or the dining room. I think I will put down the closet here. Get a key, get a gem. No. I would like to have a better room than that. But I cannot choose anything else. Is the utility closet really necessary now? I have a key card, which means the doors are not a problem. The other thing, I don't need to input. The one thing is related to the garage, the gym. Yeah, and the dark room. So the utility closet is actually not necessary. It's gonna be the kitchen. Experiment successful. Yeah, because we did run an experiment. What do we have here? Today, there's glazed salmon. If I have an aquarium, I get additional steps. Can buy the banana, the club sandwich, and the chef salad for plus 5 steps for every green room in your house. Yeah, I don't have any green rooms yet. The den. Yeah, the den it is. Let's first do this here. Sure, this is not ideal, but the observatory is always interesting. No additional items, mostly because I get items through this. Pair of chests, more chests, a key, and apples. Okay. Not the worst. Tempting, but no thank you. Security would be interesting, but 80 is also not necessary right now, so let's see what we actually can buy today. Experiment successful. What do you have? You have the shovel, which is okay, that's good. That's 10, and that would be 20. Buy the shovel, I buy the magnifying glass, and 4 gems. This is also my only way forward. Ooh, the dining room here would be very beneficial. Yeah. Any additional items? No. That would need to be done. That would also end the run, so I have not much choice other than put down the passageway. Hey, it's Spiritfarer music. The pool, which is also not the worst thing we could do. That's a question. Should I actually put down the pool today? I mean, it would give me the pump room, but the pump room is completely useless if I don't have the boiler. It's the laundry room. There's the music room. Shouldn't that? Isn't that? No, that's not rank 8 yet. Okay. Oh. The prism key, that's completely new. If you unlock a door with the prism key in a green room, hallway, bedroom, red room, or shop, you will draw floor plans of that same color. Ah. So everything except blue. Okay. This room wouldn't be a problem since I have a security card. But if I put... No. Damn it. This is a terrible choice, but I do it anyway. Not even an additional item. Thank you, game. You are very nice. Gem. This is my only way forward now. This is also questionable if I should even continue, because chances to enter the antechamber today is nigh 0. Great, the attic is a wonderful place to be, but it costs 3 gems. Damn it. I can only put down the aquarium. There's no other choice. Yeah. Well, what is it going to do with this room, since this room is every color? I'm curious. Wow. I mean, I have no choice. I must put down the foyer. There's no other choice to it. That's new. Plain and pain. It's an L in foyer. Plain and pain. It's an L in foyer. Hmm. Why do I think that these have a significance here? Lord William Epson. I guess this teaches me who is who, potentially. So let's take some screenshots of this. Major Nicholas Key 4. What? Why Key 4? What? Ari Jenner? Baron Edwin Sinclair. Count Isaac Gates. He's so happy. Let's also take an additional screenshot like this and here. This is almost disappointing. I know this room holds some secrets. I will see about that. This here would be useful, but I mean, we have the lever, but we don't have the workshop. This wonderful pump room, which is not helping. But I have to put him down. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. But it's not enough to drain the fountain completely. Ah, that sucks. How much are you taking? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which would be everything we need. I assume, since we cannot choose anything, that this automatically drains 5 units anyway from whatever we are going to activate. So I don't even see a reason to drain. Fountain is the first one, but since I'm here, I could at least drain those, right? Right? Maybe? I mean, why not? Put it in. This one. It's not gonna be enough. Hmm. Wait, we reached 8, so we can get steps back. If I enter here, I will lose 25 steps. Which sucks, but it's like the best room I can place down. Oh well. Yep. Goodbye to that. No items. Now that's almost mean. That needs a key. This is free. Oh. I wish I had gems. Fine. Just fucking end it there. Oh well. Oh look, there's the gem that I needed. Nice. Sauna. I wish I had a sauna. This will definitely demand a key. Yes. Fudge. Machinarium has one door for each mechanical room, which would be 2? Doesn't matter actually, but I will put it down for the singular reason that I have never been in here before. Okay. These doors cannot lead to anywhere, right? Oh, it doesn't actually mean that I will go somewhere. Oh, I see. I understand now how this room works. Ah, and you are this last room that opens the antechamber on the left side. Of course you are. Which is completely useless since I cannot reach the antechamber from the left side. I'm tempted to go back first to get myself the steps, but also the possibility of getting shit. Listen to your feelings. Okay. Yes, this is probably a waste of steps, but I don't care because I need gems. It sucks, but I need gems. There was Okay. There's not? I thought there was. Okay. My bad. It was not. Thought here was like a trunk. But I should gain 30 steps because of the aquarium. So I take that. Oh, actually 31 because of Salt Shaker. Here I am. In the den. In the den there is one. In the den is one. Yep. Please give me gems. Bitch. There were also. Where as well. The den had it. I know in the entrance hall there will be two. I think there was one in the library. Okay, can I even do this stepwise? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Should be no problem. There was nothing in the kitchen, but we need to go to the kitchen regardless anyway. Yeah. Cannot buy anything there. I still don't know what this is. Still irritating me. Yeah. There's no additional treasure here. This is the gym. Here we have this room. We're gonna get 2 steps for going in here. No chest here. What was that? I'm sorry? This looks like the spot. Time to start digging. I can't dig here, bro. What? Are you kidding me? What? How did you do this? You digged with a shovel through pure stone or marble or whatever, and then floorboards. Are you shitting me, bro? Ugh. Oh god. What is this? Barren Bafflers. Directions. Each clue is a hint for two different words. Each clue is a hint for two different words. The word below, the long word, and the second smaller word found within that word. Okay. Each letter in the small word will be included in the next clue's long word. Okay. Lastly, the first letter of each small word forms this week's solution. A member of the sixth clue. I like how we get this, and I'm like, okay, cool, but I don't think I need this for this. Kept behind locked doors can affect one greatly when made by someone with a strong spirit. Makes the validity of a statement clear. On a certain scale, this is very hot. Informs you that there's no school today. A group composed of members that have similar characteristics. Oh, God. I mean, okay, so you can solve this and then you get a member of the sixth clue. Kept behind locked doors. A prisoner? P-R-I-S. No? Or prison. Easel. Each clue is a hint for two different words. So it's not that. Jailer. No. Criminal doesn't work. Convict. Criminal. Jailer. Jail. Prison. And then there is the other thing. The glass that surrounds an exhibit that is locked. What is that called? Because that could be that. I feel like this is nice, but okay, at least I understand now how the treasure maps work. It's good to know. Cannot pick this up. Cannot pick this up. Let's walk in closet. I need to go in here. Any... No. It's also not gonna be any here. Don't need to go into the church, but we can do because it will not have a negative effect, but it will eat away a step. And that is questionable if I should do that. Laboratory. Nothing. Into the drawing room. Nothing. I'm not entirely sure if I see there a key. Oh. There will be 2 tests here. Hopefully, give me a few keys, oh, please. Thank you. Oh God, hi Bob. Jesus, Bob, you scared me. Why are you doing this to me? There we go. Okay. This is good because I kind of wanted 3 gems. It's basically something that I was interested in. I'm wasting some steps. I know. Okay. I was convinced there was a chest here and I was right. Okay, that's actually not so bad. I wish we had 16. I can only obtain one of those books. And it's gonna be the Drafting Strategy Volume 4, which hopefully is not the one we have already read. Okay, you gave me that book. But where did you put it? I will assume you put it into the library. That's my best assumption here. Maybe. Why do I purchase a book and then don't get it? What is the logic of this? That is probably a good idea to take a screenshot of so I don't have to puzzle each time what I need for that. This here, it just needs the magnifying glass and the metal detector. Okay. Hmm. Moist avoided floor plan. Maybe one day. I agree. Maybe one day. So, why do I purchase a book and don't get it? Confusing. Yeah. I have 25 steps. I'm not sure if I can make that, but maybe I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then I have a possibility to buy some steps. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So it works. And I also have to buy some food on my way. This is all just a risk play in the hopes to find a new room. Yeah. Getting 2 steps back. 2 forward. Down there. Forward here. Into the kitchen, buy some food. Club sandwich. I cannot buy the chef salad. +5 for every green room in your house. That's 1. It's literally 1. And then I also buy the banana. Okay, gives us a few steps back. Good. From here we go 2 rooms forward. Not buy anything there. Into the dining room. Just completely forward into the aquarium. Oh yes, I mean, this day at least was more productive than the previous day. But we are still not really reach much through the foyer into the pumping room. Correct. I have many things, and yet nothing can go here. So, let's see. Oh, yeah. Let's lose the silver key. Why not? Right? Hmm. Exhibit room. Sadly, no extra items. Which brings you to this, which you cannot enter. But this I can open. I hoped for the vault, which costs 3 gems. That's why I took all this risk of going back. So I have 3 gems with me, and now you're actually giving me nothing of use. I could redraw the plans. That is at least a risk factor that I should do. I have twice the chance to do that. The study, which I was already in, there's nothing new there. Again! And it is all for nothing. Wow. Sure. Oh look, guys, I got myself back some steps. So now I can do something with it. Oh look, I also got 2 keys. Great. Oh well, it was a risk that I was willing to take. Sadly, it didn't lead to anything. Now I understand the treasure maps, which I'm very glad about. It's also good that I have now screenshots of every workshop item. That's also good. I got finally the foyer. I also drafted uh, exactly this room into my drafting section through the drafting studio, which I guess I have to put down an additional 2 times. We also found the bookshop. Strangely enough, I bought a book, but I don't have it. Maybe it's here. I, I don't know. Ah, yeah, no, actually, in that we actually made this room. Sorry. So it's definitely not that. This is weird. Anyway. Oh, oh, oh. Well, I still say, like, in those 2 days, I made some progress.